That sounds like a corona cough to me. Excuse me, man, can you get out of my shot, please? What are you writing? Are you writing a threat? No, you're not in my shot over there. You're perfectly fine. Hello. Yeah. Hello. Welcome to Dummy Codes. I'm back at it again from disappearing for no reason. Not that anyone would notice, but it's okay. Come here. No. Come on, you already. No. Come on. You introduce yourself. You look compressed in this picture. That's it? That's your introduction? All right. So today we're going to talk about 5 things to avoid at your new job, mainly just 5 things and mistakes that I made at my new job that I hope none of you do. Congratulations to all the people in the comments who've been saying they just got a job. I swear to God, if you start another YouTube video, I will end this. Today's video is about 5 mistakes to avoid at your new job. Again, it's just mainly because I made these mistakes and I want you guys to dip and avoid them. I saw a couple comments saying how you guys got new jobs, and honestly, I'm proud of y'all. I don't know y'all directly, but you know, I'm happy that you guys are able to come to me in my comments and, you know, like announce your accomplishments, and I want more of you guys to do that. Also, we're about to pass 20,000 subscribers, so if my subscriber count could go up and not stall, that'd be nice. The number one mistake that I kept making was trying to learn a new language in like a linear way, right? So I learned the syntax and I learned blah, blah, blah. I felt like before I even touched the project that I was supposed to be working on, I should understand as much as I can about the language. And in some cases, that is true, right? But in other cases, you don't really have to learn that like that. So my mistake that I made was I would learn the syntax and I'd learn all and everything that I felt was necessary to really understand the language. And then I would start working on the project. But typically, if you're getting paid to learn, you're expected to learn and work on the project at the same time. So whatever project you're working on isn't necessarily going to be like the introductory stuff. Maybe you're going to have to learn some advanced stuff. Maybe you're going to have to learn some intermediate stuff and some easy stuff. It's all going to be interchangeable, but it's not all going to be step by step. You know, you're just going to have to get better in different fashions. It's not like when you're learning by yourself and it's just linear. That sounds like a corona cough to me. Another thing that I felt kind of weird about is because of how I was learning, I already know that coders always go on Stack Overflow and we copy code and we reuse code. I get that. For some reason, when I finally had a job, I felt like that imposter syndrome where when I use someone else's code that I didn't write, I felt bad. I'm like, I'm not being productive. This isn't even me. Even though I'm solving the problem that I'm supposed to be solving, I felt like I should be the one writing this code. And it makes no sense, right? Like I said before, the main thing you should get out of copying other people's code is just make sure that you understand what it's doing and make sure that you understand how it's going to affect your code in the future, right? Because sometimes one solution isn't going to mesh with a different solution that you're trying to write for a problem, right? Sometimes you're going to give yourself a bunch of bugs on accident, and you want to be able to work backwards and find out how you got to where you got. Third, this is for me personally, the biggest mistake I made when learning, which really frustrated me, is just not knowing how to prioritize my tasks. So when I first got my job, I got like 3 months of tasks, right? Or 2 months worth of, it was 3 months worth of tasks that I had to do, right? And I looked at this thing like, okay, I'll just go one by one by one, but that's not how things are, because some things are super easy and some things could take a week, 2 weeks, whatever the case is. So what I'm trying to say is when you have a to-do list, make sure that you prioritize the easy stuff and the hard stuff, or whichever way you want to go. The newest thing you're going to have to deal with now is deadlines, and deadlines are going to be a thing for the rest of your career. If you're self-taught and you still don't have a job, it motivates you to get things done every single day. But in terms of jobs, it prepares you. I dealt with deadlines in my boot camp, yes, but I've never dealt with just a giant list of to-dos and it's never as simple as just crossing one thing and going to the next thing. Always kind of try to gauge how long something will take. Do your research before you start programming. Obviously, by doing your research before you start programming, you kind of have a gauge of what's going to take longer, what's going to take, a short amount of time. And this way you don't miss all your deadlines like I did. But thank God my bosses are understanding. Ask for help. I know I've said this a lot of times. I know for me, it's not like, oh, I feel like I look stupid. It's just I get stuck in this mentality where I'm like, if I could figure this out, I'm gonna get smarter. Sometimes it takes me a really long time to solve a problem, so it's stupid for me to sit there and like try to figure it out for the sake of getting smarter for myself, which is cool. I have no shame in asking for help, but at the same time, it's slowing down the whole project. It's gonna affect everyone else. If I'm working by myself on my own project, if I have that mentality, that's fine, because that's on my own time, right? But if I'm really, really stuck, just ask for help. I will ask for help if I'm really stuck, if I can't find it anywhere else. I try to make sure, because I work from home, so I try to make sure to be transparent of where I'm at every single week. I give updates as much as I can, just so that they know what to expect from me, so I don't look like I'm underperforming when I've been stuck on a bug for a while, you know? Like, just be honest, be transparent. Ask for help if you need it. Don't feel like you look stupid. One of the most important things for me, as always, is enjoy the baby steps of what you're doing. After figuring out some bug by myself, I found myself forgetting to like enjoy the fact that I just learned how to solve something. If you're just always frustrated whenever you're solving problems and you're just like, oh, thank God that's over, and you're not enjoying what you're doing, then that's gonna suck and you're gonna end up hating your job, because your whole job is solving problems. So like, enjoy everything that you're learning. Enjoy the baby steps is what I like to say, even if it's big steps or little steps or whatever. Appreciate every moment and appreciate the fact that you're getting better at what you're doing and you're creating value for your job or yourself, whatever the hell. But that's it for me today. That's all my ranting. You're moving. That's it for me today. Thank you for watching. Make sure to hit that like button. Make sure to subscribe if you feel like it. If you don't dislike the video because of my face. Yeah, should I add anything else? On to my next 5 videos I have to shoot today. Goodbye.